DS Holdings is the ultimate holding company of the Dick Smith Group. DSG operated consumer electronic retail stores and an online consumer electronic retail business in Australia and New Zealand. Underlying causes of the failure: poor inventory management, higher cost base, failed to gain credit terms, failure of the clearance sales, consumer electronic market was highly competitive. The role of accounting in the case of Dick Smith was poor inventory management. A key factor behind the sales decline was making purchasing decisions based on rebate instead of customer demand. This led the stock to build up, and by October 2015, Dick Smith had 180 million in active inventory, which led to a significant financial write-down. Dick Smith Electronic had 12 years worth of batteries in its inventory. Secondly, to claim rebates from the suppliers. Purchasing more products from their suppliers will lead them to claim rebates from suppliers. This will be recorded as profit. Buyers started purchasing stock based on supply terms instead of following consumer demand. Strategies adopted by the Dick Smith Group to overcome the collapse: wrote down the inventory value and conducted a clearance sales. Outcome of the accounting role implemented led to a misguided growth strategy and a sales generation technique, contributed to a build-up in inventory and encouraged poor product mix decision and low inventory turnover rates. Provide management with short-term incentive to prefer a certain supplier and product because the rebate increased profit in the month of purchase rather than when the product was sold. The unsecured creditors such as gift card holders and 3,300 employees with no superannuation and leave entitlement are the stakeholder groups which were affected by the strategies adopted by the company. The similarity between the case of Dick Smith and Eagle Boys were unsustainable expansion, changing customer preferences, and market lenders that had spent more time in establishing key technological dominance. Dick Smith focused on increasing revenue and generating profitability, whereas Eagle Boys did not adopt any strategies to gain a competitive advantage over their rival. This created expense of sustainable growth in both situations. According to my personal opinion and my experience, I believe that a company should pay a close attention, be unique, keep in track with the consumer demand, keep in track with the level of inventories to the outlined problems of the case of Dick Smith. My personal experience reflects that working in a fast food restaurant, we tend to order more stocks in summer due to the high level of consumer demand. High level of stocks will enable us to meet the expected consumer demand in summer. However, in winter, if we order the same level of stocks what we did in summer, there will be a poor level of inventory management. But instead, we tend to order a relatively low amount of stock due to the decrease in the demand. The accounting profession is bound by a code of ethics that requires accountant act in the public interest and is there for a good reason. The code provides principle-based support for professionals as they navigate what can be complex business environments to make decisions such as the treatment of revenue and inventory that not only comply with strict application of standards and the law but also comply with the spirit of what they seek to achieve.
Created using Powtoon.